Hi guys, hope you're well. Welcome to DOdaily. It's Des here. Who's ready to attack the day? Who's ready to wake up to walk? I'm out and about as usual. This week I'm looking to complete leg 5 of the Robin Hood Way throughout Nottinghamshire. The 110 mile trek I'm following at the moment, charting my journey. Today I'm starting in Kimberley village just northwest of Nottinghamshire. This is where I finished last week. Famous for its brewing, famous for its coal mining, but none of that's there now. Don't actually know where I am. I'm not all too familiar with the place, but it looks like this building behind me might be something to do with the brewing. Anyway, like I said, not too sure about this part of the world, so gonna have to have my wits about me, but really looking forward to getting somewhere new, seeing something different. Whilst I'm looking to cover about 3 miles, I had hoped to do a little bit more, but a little bit tired, a little bit pressed for time, so I'm gonna crack on and I'll check back in shortly. Just leaving Kimberley now, and I thought I'd come back on because after about a half-mile stretch of normal pavements walking through the village, the route actually gets back onto footpaths, and I've just come out and seen this amazing view. I wasn't expecting that, didn't realise how high up Kimberley is, but that's really picked me up. If you can see behind me there, you might just be able to make out the blue of the IKEA retail park. That's what the area is kind of famous for now. It's why most people come. And those houses over there are Eastwood. And just beyond that is the Derbyshire border, Langley Mill and villages like that. But yeah, like I say, really pleased to come out and see this. Wasn't expecting it, so looked really nice all of a sudden. And that's why I do it, isn't it? To get out and see these things. Hopefully I can get some good pictures to post up to share with you guys. I'll look to add them on the end, so check them out. But yeah, really on it now, really sort of starting to wake up. Feel like I'm getting into the walk, a mile in already, you know, and full of it. So take a few more steps and I'll come back in and have a quick reflect on the week. So this week it's been much better, hasn't it? For me personally it has. You know, lots of situations have got that little bit better. Managed to get out for a run, so that always puts me in a good mood. And whilst I've done that, I'm planning to take it easy for a few weeks, so I've also got in plenty of walking, and that's always a bonus, isn't it? It's always a great second prize, although probably love it just as much as the running these days, especially on a day like today. And it is absolutely stunning. Yeah, so feeling sort of better about things, you know, and I think most of that has kind of been the theme this week through DOdaily, is almost understanding that emotions are temporary, you know, and I don't know where that's kind of crept up from, where that thought process started. Nothing I've picked up off watching other people or anyone in particular, you know, it's just something that's dawned on me that whatever we feel, do you know, and we all know this, it's not rocket science, whatever we feel, do you know, there's going to be a point when we feel much better about what we're doing. Do you know, perhaps 1 or 2 bits of better news without amazing news has just made me sort of a bit more conscious of that fact. And you know, and all of a sudden, if I'm starting to think that things are going to be so much better at some point, you know, it means I can be a bit more positive about what's happening right now. Do you know, I can try and break each thing down into, well, break it down to exactly what it is. Do you know, if I've got to concentrate on that and that's upsetting, that's fine. If I've got to concentrate on this and that's going really well, that's fine too. Do you know, I don't think anybody would begrudge us trying to be positive, trying to feel good about herself. And mentioned that a few times. So like I say, it's probably been the theme, and it's something that perhaps you could give a little bit of thought to, you know, because it's really working for me. It's really doing the trick. Do you know, I've mentioned at times over the last couple of weeks, because I've not felt great about one or two things, when people have said certain things, you know, which probably wouldn't normally bother me, it's got to me, and this is just how it works, isn't it? This is how it works all the time. This is why we sort of get on this roller coaster of life and never stop, really. You know, it's not an easy ride, it's not straightforward, but we're creatures of emotion, and when we realise that, when we know that we are going to hit the highs even when we're at the lows, you know, it's so much easier to look forward. That's what I found. So just a bit of food for thought there, guys, something you might want to sort of think about and see how it works for you. But yeah, before I go any further, guys, just want to mention Thursday Thoughts last night. If you've not seen it, do check back. Really enjoyed that. Managed to be a little bit more interactive, some great input by one or two of the guys, so get the chance to do that, you know, building my confidence in what I'm doing, looking to sort of extend the content with that and perhaps get one or two more people in live, you know, and kind of build the content around that, you know. But it was really enjoyable last night, and again, because of that sort of better feeling, because I'm feeling a bit better about what I'm doing again, you know, it just gave me the confidence to give it a try. And again, that's a real plus point, isn't it, when you're feeling good about yourself? You know, the doing new things and doing it okay-ish. I won't say well, I'll leave that for others to judge. You know, just can just give you a pick me up, and it definitely has today, you know. So yeah, moving forward, of course, what we like to do as well on a Friday is look ahead to the weekend and beyond. You know, use however the week's been. I've mentioned for me personally, it's been positive. But if it's not been so, it's still the opportunity to leave it all behind. You know, let it all go. Just going through a gate, a bit of a tricky one. Never quite mastered these either. Yeah, it's the opportunity to leave it behind a little bit, you know, and attack what we've got. If the weather stays like it is now, I urge you to get out there, get out for a walk, get out early. You know, definitely feeling the benefits today. Was feeling, I think I mentioned before, was feeling really tired when I come on. So getting out today, it's really woke me up. Really pleased me as well. I can't sort of emphasize that enough. You know, it's absolutely stunning. Another one that's really pleased me. I'm just tackling a tricky bit, so I'll let you know what I'm up to and kind of round off. And the dog's just supposed to be hello shortly. A tricky bit to navigate there, guys. This route, to be honest, is a bit of an out and back. Whilst you don't finish in the same place, you know, it's just a bit further on. Probably the reason I wasn't expecting too much of it. But yeah, the weekend, the week ahead, really looking forward to that again. Do you know, we have to, don't we? Do you know, especially when we're in a good mood. Do you know, when we give ourselves a chance to be happy and enthusiastic and enjoy what we're doing, why shouldn't we keep trying to build it? Trying to sort of take it forward and make the absolute most. Do you know, because it's easy just to rein yourself in, I guess, do you know, and to say, all right, calm down. But the reality is we need to feel fantastic, don't we? I'm getting the opportunity to go away for a few days. Do you know, something we've not been able to do for 6 months. And because towards the sort of back end of last summer, I managed to get away twice to the coast, something I've not done for a while. Really enjoyed it again. So this gives me real intention to go and enjoy it yet again, you know. Now I do the walking, you know, I take pictures, I love what I do. different places to do daily. It's all ticking those boxes, you know. I hate to think it's a box ticking exercise, but we've got to do what works for us, haven't we? So really looking forward to that. Mentioned there, just kind of turned around and heading towards the end now. If you've not sort of picked up on my spirit enough, you know, if you can, get out here. You know, I'll definitely be back. You know, really amazing views. You know, and there's absolutely nobody about. It's getting a bit later now. What am I now? 2 miles in now. So I'm going to finish off. Going to sort of climb back up the big hill, which I've come down. Get back, have some breakfast and coffee, and probably tell everybody how much I've enjoyed my walk this morning. If you've enjoyed the video, please give it a like and share. Really would appreciate that. You know, I'm trying to build this, like I said before, looking to extend the content in various different ways. So it'd be great to have you on board. It'd be great to get a few more views, you know, and just keep showing people what you can make of a bit of time, particularly on a Friday morning. You know, I'm really on top form again, you know, and when I'm like that, you know, I feel a little bit unstoppable. And again, there's nothing wrong with this kind of thing. The kind of words people don't like to use, aren't they? But by doing this, I've realised that nothing scares me either. So yeah, I'm going to crack on, going to finish the walk. Still searching for that reference to Robin Hood, you know. Next week, I'm planning on doing quite a long one. I'm having that week off. I'll be back by Friday. So I'll be hitting the trail again, probably getting a good few miles in. And I'm not going to promise it, but hopefully I'll get to a point where we can reference Robin Hood. Probably done 20 miles on this route now, or almost. And not one single sight of him since starting at the statue at Nottingham Castle. But the search will go on, and I'll be back next week. Monday motivation from a sunny, hopefully sunny, Skegness. Have a great weekend, guys. Like I say, make the absolute most of it. Just try and realise that emotions are temporary. You know, when you do, it changes. Believe me, it really changes. You'll be feeling great, and when you're not feeling so great, you'll be looking forward to the point where you're feeling great. And that's all we can do, isn't it? You know, we've got to realise that life's not always straightforward, easy, but it's not always difficult either. And that's important to remember. So until Monday, have a great weekend again. I'll just reiterate that. See you soon. Just checking back in quickly, guys, to remind you to get in that Saturday selfie. If you can post a picture of your activity somewhere amazing like this, a selfie, to the Do on your social media. All the links will be at the end of the video. It'd be great to use some of what you're doing to try to motivate and inspire others, because that's all we look to do. That's all I'm looking to do, you know. So if you can, please share, please get out there and make the most. Once again, have a great weekend. Just doing it.